Newscast. The next fiscal year officially begins October 1st. That's 2 weeks away, and that's how much time the Senate has to approve the budget and not potentially disrupt government operations. The full Senate body has to approve the budget, but not before the Rules Committee takes a crack at it. NEWS2's April Knight has more.
On Thursday, the Senate Rules Committee, the last step before the Committee of the Whole, voted on some 24 budget bills that have been vetted by the Finance Committee in the last few months. They hit some hurdles in the first block, where bills funding the government of the Virgin Islands and providing appropriations from the Internal Revenue Matching Fund were held momentarily pending amendments. Senator Jean Ford advocated for an itemized budget, which he says is a good way to keep agencies accountable. Most of the bills were passed, including funding for agencies like the BMV, Finance, Labor, and the election system, but some raised questions. Senator Justin Harrigan expressed concern about taking money from various funds to go toward the Waste Management Authority.
Here on St. Thomas, there's no doubt in my mind that something has to be done with waste management as we know it today, because they receive a tremendous amount of money. I think for this budget coming up in 2017 is almost $22 million. For me, that's a lot of money. And I really am not seeing any results.
But Senator Jeanette Milling-Young said that the Waste Management Agency, like other agencies in government, is under a consent decree.
We're under consent decrees, so we have to be careful how we proceed. We're under consent decrees for almost everything in this government.
Lawmakers acknowledge that to the community, these might all just be numbers on paper. So they urge the community to go to the legislative website to look more closely at how their taxes are being spent. Reporting for News 2, I'm April Knight.
Now, that hearing continued past news time. We will keep you updated on any significant developments. Former Senator Alicia Chucky Hanson's fate is still up in the air. As of news time Thursday, the Superior Court still has not handed out a decision on Hanson's request for declaratory judgment over her legal name. St. Croix Board Chairwoman Liliano Belardo de O'Neill said that in her opinion, the judge's ruling would render the Attorney General's investigation moot. But if the judge rules against Hanson's favor, it could cost the St. Croix Board more resources and time that they don't have.
If he rules against her, then we will have to go through the process of giving her a due process and do our own investigation, which we don't have an attorney. We don't have a division that help us with those types of investigations. We're just members. So on personal vendetta, we can go on personal issues, and we will never get down to the nitty-gritty of giving her a fair trial.
In other news, District Court Judge Curtis Gomez sentenced on September 14th Angel de Jesus Marrero, 31, of Puerto Rico, to 3 months imprisonment. On May 3, 2016, Marrero pleaded guilty to encouraging and inducing aliens to illegally enter the U.S. According to the plea agreement, on December 26, 2015, Marrero was solicited by his co-defendant, Rodriguez Ramirez, to assist in the passage of 5 illegal Brazilian nationals through the St. Thomas Airport by checking them in at the airline kiosk. Afterward, he was to ensure that the illegal aliens made it to the appropriate gate to depart St. Thomas for New York. Federal agents, however, thwarted the plan and apprehended the defendants along with the illegal aliens. Logan Cabell, 27, of St. Thomas, pleaded guilty on September 14, 2016 in federal court to possession of a firearm in a school zone. According to the plea agreement, on March 20, 2016, the Virgin Islands Police Department was dispatched to Fatty's Bar in Red Hook regarding a patron in possession of a firearm. After they arrived, contact was made with the security officer, who turned over to the VIPD a Taurus firearm that had been taken from Cabell. Cabell is not licensed in the district of the VI to possess a firearm, and his possession was within 1,000 feet of the Dorican High School. U.S. Attorney Ronald Sharp announced Ramon Lacin Santiago, 41, of Puerto Rico, pleaded guilty on September 14th in federal court on St. Croix to conspiracy to commit bulk cash smuggling. On March 25, 2012, agents of the High-Intensity Drug Trafficking Area Task Force received a tip at the St. Croix airport during a security check of Lacin Santiago and his co-defendant. Lacin Santiago's bag contained $6,249. A search of his person revealed another $39,000 in his pockets. A search of his co-defendant uncovered $38,270 concealed on his person. Neither individual reported that cash as required by law. Lacin Santiago faces up to 5 years imprisonment. The Crime Stoppers USVI has authorized over $6,000 in rewards for tips leading to an arrest, recovery of property, or seizure of illegal guns and weapons in the last few months. Here's the latest Crime Stoppers report on Wednesday, June 24th, 2015, at around 6:42 p.m. St. Croix police officers are looking for your help. They say they responded to a call of shots fired on Queen Mary Highway, Central Line Road, in the vicinity of estates St. George and Diamond. Here's more.
Upon arrival at the scene, they discovered a white-colored Honda Civic with a bullet hole in the passenger side window. The vehicle had struck a tree and came to a halt west of Bellows International. The driver of the vehicle was identified as Dave Edwards of Estate Wim, who was found unresponsive and later pronounced dead. Please assist law enforcement solve these cases by calling Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS or visit the website at www.crimestoppersvi.org or download the free Crime Stopper app at wwp3tips.com.
Delegate to Congress Stacey Plaskett is hosting a policy forum titled From Catastrophe to Change, Stories of Economic Resilience in the Face of Disaster in Washington, D.C. This discussion will feature leaders from business and government as they explore how the public and private sectors can work together in the Caribbean, Africa, and other regions of the world to build and sustain economic growth and thereby help to uplift the communities. The complete video will be posted online at www.cbcfinc.org/ALC. With a new poll showing a dead heat between them, the presidential candidates set out Thursday with clear messages in mind. Hillary Clinton's message, "I'm back." Donald Trump's message, "Trust me on the economy." Karen Keifer reports from Washington.
Back at it.
Welcome back to Stronger Together.
After a timeout to recover from pneumonia at her home in Chappaqua, New York, Hillary Clinton took off for the trail again, first for a rally in North Carolina. Her campaign said she's ready to go.
She was obviously under the weather when she tried to plow through the last weekend. She didn't want to miss the 9/11 event, but I think she's strong and feisty and ready to go.
A near-fainting episode Sunday prompted questions about Clinton's health. Her campaign released more information from her doctor Wednesday showing her in good health. Donald Trump's campaign on Thursday followed up on an appearance with TV's Dr. Oz by releasing a letter from Trump's doctor, who recently examined him, saying he was in excellent health. Trump delivered an economic speech in New York, reiterating some previously discussed plans, including his ideas for tax reform and economic growth.
Over the next 10 years, our economic team estimates that under our plan, the economy will average 3.5% growth and create a total of 25 million new jobs.
Trump said the country could even reach 4% growth, but some analysts are skeptical. The U.S. economy hasn't seen that level since the technology boom during Bill Clinton's administration in the 90s. Both candidates seeking an issue that will help them break away in the polls. A new CBS News New York Times poll finds Clinton with a 2-point edge among likely voters nationwide, head-to-head with Trump. They are tied when third-party candidates are included. In Washington, I'm Karen Keifer.
Keeping our eye on the economy, the Department of Justice has issued subpoenas to Wells Fargo over fake accounts opened by bank employees. It's not clear if the investigation will lead to charges, and Wells Fargo has declined to comment. The news comes just days after the bank was hit with a $185 million fine for creating more than 2 million fake accounts. Wells Fargo says it fired 5,300 people in the past few years for improper sales tactics. The scandal has raised questions about the sales culture that led to the opening of unauthorized accounts. Here's a look at the stock market watch at the New York Stock Exchange. Everything up, the Dow up 177, NASDAQ up 75, S&P 500 up at 21. Coming up on News 2, the parking lot was busy today, and it's all about Honda and safety on the road. Details coming up. Welcome back. The Honda Acura Repair-a-thon is underway. Last week, they serviced hundreds of cars on St. Croix. Today, Thursday, they started servicing cars on St. Thomas. News 2 was at the scene to let you know what the process looks like and how much of your day it will take. News 2's April Knight has more.
Fort Christian parking lot saw a lot of activity today. Honda cars of various models fell in line to get their airbags checked and replaced by Honda technicians. The three-day event started today and ends Saturday.
On St. Croix, we did 247 over the 3 days, so that was pretty good. We're hoping to do a little bit better here on St. Thomas.
It's part of the Honda Acura Repair-a-thon to address defective Takata airbags that have the tendency to deploy with just minor incidents. 10 deaths have already been listed in the United States, but places like the VI are at higher risk.
This area is one of our more critical areas for airbags. The airbag failures that we have are related to high humidity, high temperature areas.
It's actually not the airbag covers that are the problem, but the inflators. Technicians take them out from cars, remove the old defective inflators, and install new ones.
Pretty quick process. We've got a line, which is great. We have good response this morning. For us, it takes us about a half an hour or so to do both airbags on a vehicle.
According to initial estimates, there are about 7,000 cars affected in the territory, but Honda officials said that based on registration records, there are only about 1,000 on St. Croix and 1,200 on St. Thomas and St. John combined. Jay Matthews, who owns the only Honda Acura dealership on St. Thomas, said that customers have been coming to them for a year now for various recall issues.
It's been ongoing, but the problem has been there haven't been enough airbags for us to make the change for them.
With the Honda recall, they're reaching out to clients and making sure they know about the needed repairs. Reporting for News 2, I'm April Knight.
Again, if you cannot come out for these dates, please contact John's Auto at 774-8740 to set up an appointment on St. Thomas, or Hendricks International at 718-8370 on St. Croix. And just a reminder, there will be limited parking in the Fort Christian parking lot in order to host that event through Saturday, September 17th. The western end of the parking lot, which is adjacent to the fort, will remain unavailable for parking. The parking lot will resume its normal operations on Monday, September 19th. The Virgin Islands Office of Highway Safety is hosting free car and booster seat clinics in celebration of Child Passenger Safety Week. Today, it was held on St. John at the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, Cruise Bay. Here is Leslie Dickinson of the Office of Highway Safety.
These seats are while supplies last, so make sure that you're there. And please remember to bring the child's birth certificate, your driver's license, car registration, and insurance, so that we can ensure that you have your children driving safely in your car.
And now here are the remaining dates on St. Thomas. It's Friday, September 16th at Anna's Retreat, the community center next to the basketball court, and in Anna's Retreat. And then that's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. St. Croix, it's Friday, September 23rd at the former Dunstan School before the Easterly Building in Christiansted from 10 a.m. to 3. Patients undergoing cancer treatment at the Charlotte Kimmelman Cancer Institute will be more comfortable thanks to the generous donation of a blanket warmer. Senior leader of the Schneider Regional Medical Center accepted that donation from the local chapter of the Iota Phi Lambda sorority on Wednesday, September 14th. Cancer patients often suffer from feeling cold due to weight loss, low blood counts, and IV fluids. Blankets that have been warmed in a blanket warmer help to combat this problem. Accompanied by many of her sorority sisters, Helen Hart, president of the local chapter of Iota Phi Lambda, presented that warmer. They participate regularly with the team in Relay for Life, and host the Cocktails for Cancer fundraiser and have presented many donations to the hospital before. Kudos to them. In celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month 2016, the month is recognized from September 15th to October 15th. The Virgin Islands Department of Education's Division of Cultural Education, they presented the first Hispanic Heritage Month Forum at UVI's Great Hall. This year's theme was Hispanic women empowering their community and the world. Meanwhile, an essay contest is coming up as the Division of Virgin Islands Cultural Education. They announced the launch of the essay contest open to students in grades 6 to 12 attending the territory's public, private, and parochial schools. That contest began today and will end on October 3rd, 2016. Students are asked to submit an essay of 500 words or less on the following topic. What are 3 significant elements that Puerto Rican culture has contributed to the Virgin Islands? What impact have they had on Virgin Islands culture? First, second, and third place winners will each receive a tablet and a trophy. The grand prize winner will receive a laptop, tablet, and a trophy. Entries should be emailed, and for the entry form, you can visit www.vide, which is vide.vi. Big Island, once again, will be hosting the VIPR Friendship Village beginning October 7th at the DC Cannegator Ballpark in Christiansted. And here is St. Croix in that picture there, VIPR Friendship Day Committee with the 2016 Miss VIPR Friendship Queen, Brianna Almestica. Her coronation ceremony is set for 7 p.m. Saturday, September 17th at Villa Morales Restaurant in Frederiksted. Now, this year's village is named in honor of Pedro Cruz, who is the Commissioner of the Department of Sports, Parks, and Recreation. Governor Kenneth Mapp said that during Hispanic Heritage Month, we are called upon to recognize the important presence of Hispanic and Latino Americans in our community. The earliest Europeans in our region were Spanish speakers, and our islands continue to have strong ties throughout Latin America, most particularly to Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, though we also have many residents of Cuban, Colombian, and Venezuelan descent. Coast Weeks runs from September 17th to October 30th, and you can help keep our oceans free of debris. On Sunday, September 25th, here are a few you can put on your calendar. At 9 a.m., the Virgin Islands Conservation Society, the Smith Bay Community Action Foundation, Coral World Ocean Park, Koki Dive Center, Blue Flag USVI, UVI, and community volunteers will be joining the Ocean Conservancy, and they'll be doing the coastal cleanup to clean up Water Bay and Koki Point. Volunteer divers and snorkelers will meet at Koki Dive Center at 9 a.m. The first 30 participants will receive a free day pass to Coral World. Ocean trash is a serious pollution problem that affects people's health, wildlife, and local economies. UVI Psychology Club, they're also holding a beach cleanup at Rainbow Beach. That's this weekend, September 17th at 8 a.m. They say it's going to be tons of fun, not just work. Be sure to walk with your swimsuits. USVI Hotel and Tourism Association, along with the VI Conservation Society, they are pleased to announce that 4 beaches and 2 marinas have once again been awarded the Blue Flag status by the Foundation for Environmental Education. Blue Flag is an exclusive eco-label promoting sustainable tourism and awarded to beaches and marinas worldwide who meet the established criteria of the program. The 4 beaches are St. Thomas, Emerald Beach, Great Bay, Green Cay Beach at Tamarind Reef, and the Palms at Pelican Cove and St. Croix. 2 marinas also received certification and reached their 5-year milestone. On St. Thomas, it's Crown Bay Marina, and on St. Croix, it's Green Cay Marina. Be sure to stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.
Well, other than a brief passing trade wind shower, the islands have been looking pretty clear. Even the radar is showing really nothing above us in the sky. Maybe a couple of clouds here and there, and they're pretty fluffy as well, not dropping too much, maybe just that brief passing shower. Tonight we're going to have mainly clear skies, 79 degrees for your low. Into tomorrow, we're going to continue to see that brief passing trade wind shower from St. John at 90 degrees for tomorrow as well. This same pattern is going to continue for St. Thomas, 90 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Those clouds could drop a couple of sprinkles here or there. And tomorrow in St. Croix, 90 degrees, mostly sunny as well. As we head out to your marine forecast, it is a beautiful day, no matter what side of the islands you're on, to get out and enjoy the marine weather. We're seeing waves 2 to 4 feet and your winds out of the east 5 to 10 knots on the Atlantic. And the same story is going on in the Caribbean, 2 to 4 feet for your waves, and waves out of the east 10 to 15 knots. So definitely a perfect day to get out and enjoy the boating. Now, as we take a look at your extended forecast, we're going to continue to see those brief passing trade wind showers. But come Saturday and Sunday, there is a tropical wave that will be moving into the area. We'll see an uptake in moisture over the weekend and a little bit more numerous showers as well, but nothing too serious as we head into that day. Now, to start early next week, you're going to get a shower or two. We'll return to that passing trade wind shower pattern on Monday and Tuesday as well. All right, back to you, Sandy.
Thank you for that. Time for a News 2 picture there by Kyra David, 4th grader representing E. Benjamin Oliver Elementary School, giving us some typical VI weather there, some sunshine, blue skies, and smooth sailing. Kyra, thank you for that.